not able to. They not capable. We're cool bad, they not able to. They not capable. All the things you doing, they not able to. They not capable. All the road you facing, they not able to. They not capable. All the light you bringing, they not able to. They not capable. I say, they not able to. They not capable. So never me and you. I am stop our mission, can't stop our vision. We up the mountain, they down the valley, they get invest because we there. We up the mountain, they down the valley, they get invest because we there. Hallelujah. So we are the man in the land that we live in, the Lord is forevermore. So we are the man in the land that we live in, the Lord is forevermore. Opposition, the whole your people us. Paparazzi, the whole your people us. Bomb clock, the whole your people us. Opposition, you're not able. They're not capable. We're cool bad, they're not able. They're not capable. All the things you doing, they're not able. They're not capable. All the road you facing, they're not able. They're not capable. All the light you bringing, they're not able. They're not capable. I say, they're not able. They're not capable. Young say I'm on the go, I say I come. I say young say I'm on the go, I say I come. Everybody clap for we are. Clap for we are. Yama clap for we are. I say yama clap for we are. Moto, no problem. Moto, no problem. Moto, no problem. Moto, no problem. We are moto, no problem. We are our moto, no problem. Ishe moto, no problem. Alright. Renna. I want everybody make some noise. We will hold our hands. We will hold our vote. Mami water carry opposition. We will hold our hands. We will hold our hands. We will hold our vote. Mami water carry opposition. We will hold our hands. Opposition, you're not able. They're not capable. We're cool bad, they're not able. They're not capable. All the things you doing, they're not able. They're not capable. All the road you facing, they're not able. They're not capable. All the light you bringing, they're not able. They're not capable. I say, they're not able. They're not capable. Sogoso, CDC Sogoso, CDC Sogoso, CDC Sogoso. Patio bati. We tell them to lead the team, stay holy. We tell them to lead the team, stay holy. We tell them to lead the team, stay holy. We tell them to lead the team, stay holy.
You copy from soundapira.com.
Opposition, you're not able. They're not capable. We're cool bad, they're not able. They're not capable. All the things you doing, they're not able. They're not capable. All the road you facing, they're not able. They're not capable. All the light you bringing, they're not able. They're not capable. I say, they're not able. They're not capable. So never me and you. I am they down the valley, they get infest. Because we there, we up the mountain, they down the valley, they get infest. Because we there, hallelujah. So we are the Mafeso in the land, and we live in the Lord is good forevermore. So we are the Mafeso in the land, and we live in the Lord is good forevermore. Opposition, the royalty for us. Paparazzi, the royalty for us. 1 o'clock, the royalty for us. Opposition, you're not able. They're not capable. Vancouver, they're not able. They're not capable. All the things you doing, they're not able. They're not capable. All the road you facing, they're not able. They're not capable. All the light you bringing, they're not able. Amen. They're not capable. I say, they're not able. They're not capable.
I want. Oh, man, we are
Yo. Nowhere want to us, yo. That all, in a summer, that all, in a summer, nowhere want to speak to all, yo. Nowhere want to us, yo. That all, in a summer, that all, in a summer, nowhere want to speak to all.
I will be coming to you shortly to ask you to renew for a second time the mandate that you gave me 6 years ago.
We say we want rules. We were just being rules. We want the hospitals. We were just being hospitals. We say we won't go to schools. We were not pay the school fee. We want the market. We were not paying ya.
Yo. Nowhere want to us, yo. That all, in a summer, that all, in a summer, nowhere want to speak to all, yo. Nowhere want to us, yo. That all, in a summer, that all, in a summer, nowhere want to speak to all, yo.
My people, where you at? Wake up from your slumber, stop sleeping. Wave your hands. Come on. I know you're sleeping now. You gotta wake up some more, yeah? Okay, let's go. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. So much. I said they lie. The people fool us, the people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they will not the government. I said we tired with their lies. We tired with their promises that led us to all our damages. We tired with their speech they preach indeed, and now unique they deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrate us. So why does you lie? Why does you steal? Why does you allow the citizens to breathe? You see, we just tell you that why we voted you. But you fool us.
You call yourself baboon. You say monkey makanda so you can go there. Now everything I get from west to west. Now we human being, we want human being because human being can take care of human being. Baboon, you're not able to take care of the Wakayebo. You're not able to lead the land of Wakayebo. So the baboon can, corrupt baboon can, baboon can, not yo. never even lying. Baboon to run for president. The citizen of the jungle, we're not satisfied. But for peace sake, they say like a baboon survive. Oh Lord, oh God, that was the biggest mistake we never will forget. Baboon, you're not able to take care of that wakaebo. You're not able to bust the rat that wakaebo. Usoja baboon come, baboon come, baboon come, baboon come, baboon come and that's yo. Baboon come and that's yo, baboon again. Baboon come dance yo, we get baboon come dance yo, yellow baboon come dance yo. Baboon chop chop chop, baboon can I get tired? Baboon chop chop yo, baboon can I get tired? Baboon chop chop chop, baboon can I get tired? Baboon chop chop yo, baboon can I get tired? 5 billion, he chop it, 60 billion, he chop it. Now he one shiny, why the other masses are dying? Now he one shiny, why the other masses are dying? Where give the lama, where I go Peter, where Patin Yuswa, where Matthew Innes, where Bamboo 2, where the 3 brothers, the whole country, that's so cooking, the cooking, 100 million cooking. Babu can dance, the people crying too much of your name. Babu can dance, the people crying too much of your name. Too much killing their system. When I want you, we want back. Too much killing their system. When I want you, we want back. Waka why babu wike unati know that killing. Waka why babu wike unati know that stealing. You say a long time ago that Mr. Babu was very wicked. The way you say, oh yeah, but now you know that God is wicked. So I said, how to take it? All what you're intending to so go. All the small children there on the street just to make it. The whole country that's zero. Nana una waka can rescue. The whole country that's zero. Nana una waka can rescue. We know if they to reggae. What I want when I be easy. So waka and babu will catch him who will see that who will make it. So waka and babu will catch him who will see that who will make it. How you read, my people? I say a wicked. How you read, my people? I say a wicked. A wicked.
I'm about to release Eric Johnson new music that he made.
Mama, then we are voting for. Sister and brother, we are voting for. My auntie, we are voting for. Brother, we are voting for. Uncle, we are voting for. Like young people, we are voting for. For leadership, we are voting for. Basically, people, we are voting for. Everybody, we are voting for. Like young people, we are voting for. For leadership, we are voting for. For youth empowerment, we are voting for. Like young people, we are voting for. I say vote for Joseph Walker. You got me with peace. I say vote for Jamaku. You're so with peace. People, Sano Kante people, Regina people, Grand Crew people, Mosorado people, Komikante people, Bonkante people, Riverside people, Kapolu people, Kwenkema people. Voting for life young people, we are voting for it. Hey, yeah, we are voting for education, we are voting for. Hey, we are voting for Mama, we are voting for. Sister and brother, we are voting for. Rescue 1, rescue 2, oh yeah. Rescue 1, rescue 2, oh yeah. Ambassador Francis Donation, Mose Ibrahim K. Kamara II. Dieu nous tape. Rescue rescue 2, rescue 3, rescue 1, rescue 2, rescue 3, rescue 1, rescue 2, rescue 3, Revisano Johnson, Billy Johnson, rescue 1, rescue.
Sector is in crisis. The masses of the people are dying for curable diseases. 5 years along the line, they are reducing the budget of the health sector. In this year's budgetary appropriation, the health sector has received reduction of budgetary appropriation. The masses of the people are neglected and abandoned. 5 years along the line, the education sector is in status. 5 years along the line, the University of Liberia is in feculence. 5 years along the line, Federal Liberia. 5 years along the line, the 19,736 employees of the education sector of the Republic are subjected to 92 million, while the final ministry of 920 staffers have experienced astronomical budgetary increment from 60 million to 152 million. Yo! 5 years government has failed us. Yo, yo. Yo! Yo! Say enough is enough. Yo, yo. Yo! 5 years along the line, more than 16,000 students at the University of Liberia, 1,759 employees at the University of Liberia continue to be subjected to 17 million, while the President of the Republic of Liberia, a single individual budget is increasing from 2 million to 5 million. 5 years along the line, there is nothing called happiness in the Republic of Liberia. All looter of the state, yo, yo. 5 years along the line, the legacy is corruption. If it is not 16 billion, it is 25 million. If it is not 25 million, it's the abuse of the 24.8 million intended for the national reform. And we are disappointed in the national legislature that they can come here and conspire against the Liberian people to backdate an agreement, while the element Minister Tue was caught in the GSC report. But the elements here do not have the balls to bring that monster criminal to tax and subject him beyond the rusty bar. Yo, yo. 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 So 5 years along the line, we have come to inform the Liberian people, we have come to inform the national legislature that on July 26th, the Student Unification Party will boycott the July 26th and organize the masses of the Liberian people in the street to protest in demand of structural repair in their conditions and in demand of fixing the country, because the country is not at the service of the Liberian people. In this life, fellow Liberians and fellow students, we will turn over to the Secretary General of the Student Unification Party. We will present the Chairman of the Student Unification Party. To present the petition of the Student Unification Party. We will legitimize the position of the Student Unification Party. Because we are about to take the masses of the people. Mana! Viva! Social justice academic freedom, viva! Viva! Where do? Comrades and friends, fellow Liberians, members of the Liberian Senate, fellow pressmen and women, from the inner sanctum of the Student Unification Party, we convey to you our fraternal greetings. And today we've come not just to demonstrate our dismay, not just to demonstrate our disappointment in the way the affairs of the Liberian society have been run for the last 5 years under the Weah stewardship, but we've come to say to the legislature as well that giving responsibility by the mass of the Liberian people to come here and to represent them means that you have to work in the best interest of the people by performing laws and policies that will improve their well-being or their welfare. But the last 5 years have been different. So a few days ago, by member of the 31st Central Committee and Politburo of the Student Unification Party, the chairman of the Student Unification Party gave a position statement on the issue of independence celebration this year. And we are very emphatic and unequivocal. There is nothing worth celebration or nothing worth to be celebrated this year independence. And this is not just the first time of the Student Unification Party for those of you who want to ask. 2018, we boycotted independence celebration because the president refused to declare his asset. And here we are again. 5 years down the line, the hallmark of governance in the society is corruption. Mendacity and plundering of the state resources at the disadvantage of the mass of the Liberian people who suffer the heft of poverty in this country. So it is against the backdrop that we've come here today to decisively address the issue of corruption precisely at Legix. A few weeks ago, the AICC submitted a final report of the investigation of corruption sagas at Legix, the Ministry of Agriculture, Water and Sewer, and the list go on. But it was amazing to note that since then, the president of this country was heard on a local radio decisively defending corruption. And the Minister of Justice or the Ministry of Justice has done nothing to prosecute those who have been indicted by the AICC. So today we've come as part of our campaign launch a few days ago to face this country. Facing this country is facing a legislature that will do the business of the Liberian people. Facing this country means you have to deal decisively with the issue of corruption and bad governance. 5 years down the line, State Department report on this country has been very wrong and it has been tragic. The issue of human rights, corruption, rule of law, everything, Liberia is lagging behind. So as an institution bestowed with the spirit to struggle for the dignity of our people by our history, we are here today to give a position statement on the corruption saga at Legix. Professor Francis Weah is Lieutenant General or Director General in Weah Smith and that of Lawrence George. They both caught in the cobweb of corruption. And nothing is being done. So we've come to implore the Liberian Senate that you have to pressure the Ministry of Justice to ensure that these people account for everything they've done against the interests of the society. So at this point, before we usher in the chairman, you must understand that on the 26th, we are clear with this message that we'll boycott independence and we'll be having a mass protest rally. We've talked to the security apparatus precisely the Ministry of Justice and showing us security. They are yet to say anything. It is our constitutional right enshrined in Article 1, Article 15, and Article 17 of the Constitution of this society. And as part of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, we've got right to assembly, expression, and freedom of speech. Freedom of speech, comrades. So today we've come here to let you know that on the 26th, peacefully, the Student Unification Party, under the able leadership of Chairman Mustafa Kane, will commandeer the people of Liberia into action. Oh yes, this regime promised that they will have brought people to justice. Implementation of the TRC report. 5 years down the line, they are supporting those who committed heinous atrocities against the mass of the Liberian people. Those who plunder the state resources, those who kill our people in the society must not be seen as people who can commit wrong against our people and can go scot-free. So this government needs to implement the issue of World Economic Crimes Court in the society. So at this point, we just wanted you to know that on the 26th, the Student Unification Party will be in a protest endeavor. And that if anything is to go wrong, the Liberian state under the stewardship of George Weah is to be held responsible. You cannot have...
And there's a message going for the president of Liberia and the people of Liberia. This is the warning God said I should tell you. Mr. President, Your Excellency, do not step your feet in the in your party headquarters. God is angry, seriously, over the action of the casket that was carried. Do not use your hand, Mr. President, to destroy the prayers that is going on. God is not happy. If the prophets could not tell you this, if the prophets could not tell you this, God is angry, Mr. President, for the action that was carried on in the land. The casket that was carried, God is angry about it. God is angry. For your own good, declare a prayer in your party headquarters. The casket was told, and the Lord said there is implication towards that casket. Mr. President of Liberia, I am shedding tears now because I know what God showed me, the implication of that casket. The implication I saw, you could see tears dropping in my eyes. What I saw is not good. Look for those boys. This is very touching. When you see me cry like this, it's a serious matter. The Lord is angry. You are spoiling the prayers people are praying. Mr. President, the Lord is angry with that action. A prayer of mercy over the land of Liberia. The Lord said, I should tell you, in 7 days' time, this should be done. God is angry. And to those boys that carry the casket on their head, they need to pray for them.
And good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm in conversation with the chairman of the Islamic Affair in Bama District, Bapuru County, and Pap Arunam Sharif. Salaam alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
I'm in your country.
Yeah.
His Excellency at the party. The rescue mother, rescue queen, Senator Weah, of course the rescue ending is here. All of our well-wishers here. I know a lot has been spoken here regarding the incident that took place here last week. I'd just like to let you know that
your rescue children, your rescue team to come. We are not paid. You're not going to see everybody at this camping center.
so if you have any problem you feel somehow crazy, please don't hesitate, call on us or go at the back there. You have the rescue nurses are seated to take welcome to this program. We are rich, so please, police, I know you are doing a very fantastic job. The wheel of Baba, please, security, please. We are reaching at the point where we need the camera to focus here on the podium, so we just ask you to please shift further down. We beg you, please shift further down. So we said today is the inspection of the rescue center and the announcement of the founder campaign team members of the Unity Party. That will be done by His Excellency Ambassador Joseph Boaka. Are you ready to receive Ambassador Boaka? Are you ready to receive the next president of the Republic of Liberia? Are you ready to receive Ambassador Boaka? Are you ready to receive Ambassador Boaka? Ladies and gentlemen, I now have the honor to invite on this podium, but before His Excellency can please on the one.
Let me tell all of our viewers, thank you very much for tuning into the Magnificent Abraka Talk Show. Here we discuss the truth, nothing else but the truth. This was just a brief way to be able to inform our audience that Sunday campaign was launched. I have not been, along with my co-host, we have not been able for us to be able to present to the Liberian people our normal job, because we have been facing some technical difficulties. So since the campaign was launched on August 5th, this is our first time coming on to the platform for us to be able to appeal to our audience, for us to be able to tell you guys that we are forwarded back full swing. And from now on, we'll be coming to you Monday to Friday as our normal way. Some days will come on Saturday, depending on the nitty-gritties of the issues. But what I want to say to our audience here tonight is that campaign is not open. Be a peaceful citizen in our country. And for CDC toting casted, that is not surprising to me. That is not surprising to me at all. Because CDC did it in the only time CDC did not tote cast it was 2017. Because they knew that they were on their way to the presidency. So it was only 2017, but 2005, CDC told Madam Selig cast it. 2011, they did the same thing. And the beautiful part about that is that for 2005, CDC told cast it, and they were flogged massively. They told cast it in 2011, they were massively flogged. So 2017, they never took casting. So now that CDC have taken casting, they touring casting all around. So this is a clear manifestation to me that the CDC will be flogged again. So I just thought it was for me to be able to come here, for me to be able to tell you guys that we are back in full swing, and we'll be coming here tomorrow, me and my co-host Francis. I'm sorry that he could not join me here tonight. That me and my co-host will be coming here tomorrow with the same topic. Remember that this time it is a time for peace. Let the seditious, let them remember that this peace, that we all suffer for this peace. I hope that the CDC, they will adhere to the peace accord that was called by the National Elections Commissions, the Farmington Agreement. I hope they will go by it. They will abide by that agreement. But for me, it is not a doubt. I don't have a doubt. I am clearly much sure that these elections, CDC will be flawed. I am pretty much convinced. I am pretty much convinced that CDC will be flawed. No one have won election in our country without the support of NIMBA. So, if we were to look at the geographical location of the vote-rich counties, Mosrado. Number 2, you'll be counting Nimba. Number 3, you'll be counting Lofa. Number 4, you'll be counting Grand Bassa. Number 5, you'll be going, maybe, the southeastern territories. So if the Unity Party keep their eye on the ball, the elections, CDC will be flocked. So, I just thought it was for me to come here tonight, for me to be able to tell our audience that we are back in full swing. That the Unze Abraham that that the man who don't fear no one. I don't fear no one. This Josh Weah presidency, they have few days. Josh Weah and his cronies and his crumbs eaters, they have few days. That days are numbers. The thought 6 years could not come to an end. They were thinking that 6 years, allow it. That 6 years would not come to an end. That had the solutions they were thinking. Today, the elections, it was years and years away. Now it is days. October 10. Days. So the citizens, they know for the well that their days are numbers. Let me play you guys one clip, then I will draw my conclusion on that.
We have started to make it clear. When Joseph Boyka wins the election, in keeping with his commitment he's already given to some of us, there will be a line in his inaugural speech that as he's closing his speech, he wants to announce, and he's announcing that no official of the outgoing government, and I want him to turn around to the outgoing president to include him, that no official of the outgoing government, including the outgoing president, will be allowed to leave the country pending the outcome of an audit of the outgoing government for accountability. For accountability. I've said that to Mr. Joseph Boyka, Ambassador Boyka, in private. I'm beginning to make it public. I made it public yesterday at that gathering. He heard it and he has consented. He's giving his consent that it is the way to go. When that inaugural speech is being delivered in January, holding all things constant and by the grace of God, by President Joseph Nyeman Boyka, whom I support, that line in that speech instructing that no official of the outgoing government will be allowed to leave the country pending the outcome of an audit of the outgoing government. For accountability. For accountability. And we ensure that.
You know, that's the reason why, you know, anyone that need Abraham, anyone that they call Abraham, watch out for that guy. Anyone that they call Abraham, that name, Abraham, watch out for them. The one what ADD just said, the incoming president have heard it and he have consented to it. And that was the reason why Madam Salid never supported JMB. That was the reason. JMB said, but Madam, but you must say you were president or vice president. Why you don't want me to audit? That show me one reason why you don't want me to audit you. You are my boss. But now, I am coming to the presidency, I will be the entire country father. You are the entire country mother. Now I will be the entire country father. Why you don't want me to audit you? What you did? What you did? What you did? You know? So you know, so this issue of the seditions, they are just stupid people. The sedition, they are just stupid set of people. I'm telling you. Why you never supported Madam Salif? You call Madam Salif all kinds of names. You call Madam Salif all kinds of names. Only to go low, you said that, yeah, Madam Salif, only because Madam Salif, only because Madam Salif, she is our mother. Oh, that now you know that. When you were saying that Madam was corrupt, when you were saying that this woman was massively corrupt, when you were saying, but now all of a sudden, that minute of time, you started to, sing praises to this woman. You know. So let me hold you guys there. My co-host has joined me, Ambassador Francis Kangoma Dono. Yeah, join me. Francis, welcome.
Yeah, AB, thank you, man. You know, American dream, man. I was running a little bit late, but I finally landed safely.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, we are grateful. We are here.
Yeah, I was just telling our audience that it has been a while that we have not been on the show. It was because of some problem, but
No, don't say that. Say you have not been on the show.
Yeah. There have been some problem that I needed to address, so that was the reason why I. But let's keep the ball rolling, as you may think. I have laid up my premise. I have laid up my introductory statements. So let the people hear from you.
All right, AB. So, just a few seconds. Let me make sure I'm on point.
Okay.
You know, everybody get it.
Why you?
Yeah, so I'm ready. I'm set. I'm ready to go. Okay, so folks, tonight is kind of a little bit much more expanded trending issues. So the campaign is on, and we are grateful to be part of it. And we will do everything humanly possible to form part of this history to rescue our country. In America, 2020, we took our country back from the hands of ugly Donald Trump. Another indictment just came out, making it fourth indictment from Georgia. Department of Justice, State Department, New York, and you name it. So George Weah is going to be Donald Trump in Liberia. Not only that, we're going to beat them flat on the basis of their own policy, their ugly policy called pro-poor, professional poor. Our people were already poor, and they professionalized their poor by reducing their pay and putting more in their own pockets. So the campaign is easy. We are not overlooking anybody. Like somebody said, our tag team cheerleader, the train is a bigger train, and many people can get on our train. And we will remain inclusive even after elections. Liberia is for all Liberians, and Liberia will not be built by foreigner or other people from different planets. It must be built by Liberians. And Liberians must enjoy from their own God-given resources. All right, so my people, we are here tonight discussing trending issues in Liberia, political issues. First on our menu, under A, we got JMB JKK Rescue Mission Team campaign launch. B, we got CDC's President Weah Supporters violent against JMB and JKK supporters. Then C, we got President Weah Wife holding her nose on camera while sitting with her husband, George Weah. We don't know what he was smelling over there. I don't want to get into it. We'll get to that. Then the last one is about your co-host, your homo servant. We will be going back to Liberia to complete the tax and to claim the victory for Joseph Walker and for the people of Liberia. So we are coming to you to ask you for your widow's mite. Any amount you get, if you got a WhatsApp number, non-WhatsApp number, cash out number, and Zelle number, everything AB has, you're going to pin it. So this time, you got to help us more, yeah? We say pay our bills. Just help with the plane ticket. Okay? Just help with the airplane ticket so we can get out of here before the voting. We're already on the list as pool washer. Me, I'm making my team public. You get anything, bring it, let's discuss it. I'm going back. All that they are they can't in there. God in heaven got us. In addition to that, I'm a cadre from SOUP. So we're not blowing no plenty horn yet. We want you to help us to keep doing what we are doing. Part of that, help to pull your $1, your $2, your $3, your $5, your $10. If you can make it 100, it will even be better. Okay? So Ebi and our people listening to us right now, we beg you, your plea come on, yeah? You can help small. Some people call me already behind the scene and say, you bring it on the show. Hey, on the show now. You're here, I got plenty of money. I just do small thing, small. Maybe back to you, brother.
As I understand the struggles of the Liberian people, I strongly believe that these elections is a go win-win situations. And the reason why I say this is that, but I have been different. I having different perspective in looking at what happens to quote unquote. You said that CDC attacked JMB and JKK Supporters. I have a different way of looking at it.
All right, rescue mission supporters. They attacked them violently on their own ground.
No one have their own ground. No one has a specific place called their own ground. Every place belongs to Liberians. And
so
that is why...
Maybe before you go further, CDC headquarters on Tolman Boulevard, who ground is that?
The CDC headquarters.
Okay, good job. So, United Party Rescue Mission headquarters, F in Euro. Who ground is that?
So when you're talking about headquarters, the CDC headquarters, it is in Congo Town, opposite Loonstown.
Yeah.
Is that their campaign headquarters? Because the rescue mission campaign headquarters, it is in Euro.
Yes,
okay, but the United Party headquarters is around Broad Street.
Yes, I get it.
Okay, so which of the headquarters are you referring to?
The rescue mission has a campaign headquarters.
Okay.
Euro, that's a location. Cinco.
Okay.
The old Liberia Immigration Service building or compound.
Okay.
I know the place.
Yeah.
Right adjacent that building, if I'm not mistaken, they got a St. Michel apartment complex there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the place the seditions. The day that Ambassador Barker was to name the rest of the campaign team members or rescue team members, they had to even divert his convoy to go back home because the seditions attack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, right there are their rescue mission campaign centers.
Now, let me say this. The sedition, they were already on the ground. The CDC were launching in District Number 9. The CDC were already on the ground launching before JMB campaign team arrived. So if I was JMB, I would turn my convoy around for me to go name the rest of the team to the party headquarters. Because to avoid violence, let me tell you something. And this is where sometimes the United Party people, they can say, sometimes, they can say, I am one-sided. No. To avoid violence, if I were JMB, you could name the rest of the campaign team anywhere. It is not forced that so far that before the rescue mission team could arrive there, they already received a hint that the CDC, that the seditions were there. And I blame the National Election Commission in this. Because the National Election Commission, all political parties sort of bring the itinerary to the National Election Commission to tell them what date and what time they will bid in the district, what time and what date they will bid in the other district. But they never did that. So if I were JMB, and I know that he is an old man with wise ideas, I would tell my convoy, turn around, let us go back.
But he did that, you know that? Do you know that the standard bearer did that already?
Okay, so then why is it that the provocation coming from?
Because the confrontation and provocation was planned by sedition's puppet president. It was planned. But Ebi, I am looking at it from different perspective, okay? It looks like the government people, including their leader, George Weah, has forgotten his oath of office. Now, everybody in the business is just kind of an individual candidate in terms of function. George Weah is 2 in 1. In fact, in real time, it's 4 in 1. George Weah is the commander-in-chief of the Armed Forces of Liberia. George Weah is head of state. George Weah is the leader of the executive branch of the Republic of Liberia. George Weah is also a presidential candidate seeking for re-election 2023. You see that? So George Weah is more than political opportunity right now. When George Weah going anywhere, he is going there not as a candidate only, but also as a president of the Republic of Liberia. So you see, so when Joseph Walker going anywhere, he going there as a candidate, presidential candidate, 2023 election. Cummings, the same thing. Councillor Gonglo with the broom, the same thing. But there is a greater responsibility on the shoulders of the government than any opposition political party. Now you talk about election commission. When the rescue team decided to go to Nimba County on multiple occasions they scheduled, sedition decided to go there even when they didn't have anything to do, including the city mayor that is not doing his job. He was youth leader at the senior city mayor, he didn't do his job. Now they made him secretary general for CDC, a word that was, I don't know whether that President Weah toes was smelly, or they said it's smelly where they were, or maybe the president passed gas. I don't know, people want to sugarcoat it, but if somebody want to blow their nose, that woman is a nurse, I heard. At some point,
she is a trained nurse.
She was a banker. I'm very sure Claire Weah is a professional woman. She wouldn't want to blow her nose in her own palm. Okay? That's why the city is extremely dirty. Maybe President Weah had been talking a lot recent time and taking in, I don't know how you call the drink.
Hennessy SO.
Couple with bitter cola, couple with Jolobo, and now he got a bad breath. Maybe that's why the woman holding her nose say, I can't stand it. And she is a typical American. Not only that she's a typical American, but she's a woman.
Yeah, but Francis.
Hold on a minute. Let me finish my point, please. So if the president has forgotten his oath of office to protect and defend the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia, every single aspect of this Constitution, Republic of Liberia, should be protected. Part of that is civil liberty, freedom of speech and freedom of movement. How can the president and his government have not been able to provide security detail to each presidential candidate? That was your happy by now. Alright? So number one. Number two, the government got more responsibility in terms of keeping the peace, making sure our country is stable, because they got all of the resources. The opposition does not have that. I'm not suggesting that opposition should inflict violence on other people, but you cannot have police officers who are being paid from our tax dollar standing there and looking at other Liberians, brutalizing other Liberians like they did with the case of Universal Liberia on July 26 last year. They cannot do that. The government and Ellen Judge, and excuse me, my people, and John Weah should be held accountable for the provocation of JNB and JKK supporters, that George Weah supporters melted violence against them, including cutting motorcyclists' ears. But guess what? The motorcyclists and their leaders, today they came up with a 72-hour ultimatum. If they didn't bring their ear back, they will go for it. They will go for it. So, AB, this election is a critical moment for all of us Liberians.
Yeah, it is.
Just we have played with everything, including stealing, including going to Grand Cru and build an attached home, and build, he said, mansions all over the country. We agree. But if he tampered with the election, we will not agree. Everything, including the other people calling our grandfather, our great-grandfather, Solomon Swan, we agree to all of that. The open stomach surgery, whatever they call it, we also agree. Anybody can take it the way they want to spin it, but we just agree. The only thing we're not going to agree to will resolve to what happened yesterday when Samuel Doe stole the election in 1985. If George Weah tampered with our election, ECOWAS will not happen. All the other things we agree to it, but our election must be protected, and the government should provide protection in addition to the protection they will get. They must create the level playing field, no intimidation, because we're not even scared of them. I listened to Delon yesterday. Delon said the thing they did, that we never do it again, because why? They're the ones supposed to protect us. But this time, if they take 2x2, we'll take 2x8 or 8x8 plan. That's what we'll do. That JKK style, that Moses law. Since the government is abusing us, we will defend ourselves. Even here in America, you can defend yourself. You go to court, you'll be right. So I want to keep that there. Our next thing on our topic is
no, you touch on Clara Weah holding her nose. You touched that, and I want to come to respond to that a little bit. You know.
Can you post the picture, please, so our audience can see what we're talking about?
Yeah, the picture is right behind you.
That's nice.
You know.
I don't know that our husband mouth smelly. Because they made a football man. I don't know that he toe smelly, his sling up. You know they make him wear shoe. You know that, right? They have a job where to wear shoe. My people on your, we don't have a damn. Okay? That I don't think they play the sitting at that place smelly. Either the president passed gas, he mouth smelly, or his sling up smelly because they make him busy. The last time he allowed the ring to be to appear malnourished. So like everybody can vote for him. The other picture we saw again, he went to Southern Nigeria that were wasting holy oil on here. The president said he done well. Ellen, Joseph Walker, and Winston Tubman, they're promising that young people turn here and that he the one representing the young people. If the people say all of that to you, why you gotta go to Israel to go enter Jesus Christ, enter grave? Why you gotta go to River Jordan to go and rebaptize yourself? Then you come back, you consult with your U.S. sanctioned former state minister to take you to a spiritual spiritual people. Then they wasting holy oil on your head. Joey, are just supposed to go sit down and relax. Joey tell her too sick. She's not even looking normal. She looking swollen now. She's so, I check him on to a point where maybe you know that woman can't even get down from her car with her 2-step support. You know the thing my girls can use here to grab something from her. Joey using that one to get out of her car. Then they be putting their dirty mouth on Joseph Walker head. But Joseph Walker older than Joey plenty. Joseph Walker older than Joey plenty. Joey older than Joey too. But they're all looking sad. Look how Joey has strong to get a pregnant woman. Every day he wear gun, then he go there. If that may have fought, now he would have passed. He would have passed.
Let us play you this clip.
Remember in 2011, I want to say this to you. The reason you see me.
Let me play that clip once more, please, my audience.
I remember in 2011, I want to say this to you. The reason you see me, I'm speaking like this, because they continue to lie to us and take respect the struggle. We went to an election, we went to a disputed election in 2011. I remember I sat on the table with Winston Totman, Joseph Nima Bwaka, and Mana Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. Mana Ellen Johnson Sirleaf told me, George, you people are the future. Please allow peace to reign in this country. I told her I have no problem. I will make sure I go back to my party headquarters and we're going to leave this for the sake of the Liberian people. And I'm saying this. I'm saying that because I want you to trust people. Those that are running behind can never be trusted. Joseph Nima Bwaka, Winston Totman, and Mana Eli and myself were in a meeting, 4-person meeting. And Mana Eli said to me, Mr. Weah, please allow this to happen. We are going sunset. And she turned around to the vice president, the former vice president. Mr. Bwaka, are you coming with me? This is the young people time to leave. And he said in front of me, Mr. Weah, we are going sunset. We will allow the young people to rule this country. So please talk to your party. We want peace in this country. We don't want any disturbances. And then my leader at that time, Winston Thomas, said, but my son did not rise, so he can sit. And we all laughed with Joe. And she said, no, that the young people time. So this is our time. And the reason you see me, I'm high on Joseph Walker because he lied to me. He did not keep that promise. He did not keep the promise that he made to me that the young people will lead this country. He's still running to be president after he told us that we will lead this country. So he's not a trusted person. Everything that he says, he lies. And he can say otherwise, and I know what I'm talking. We were in that meeting in 2011. That why I don't respect Joseph Walker. But I'm very kind to Joseph Walker. Yes, I don't respect him, but I'm kind to him. Every time he needs something from me, I give it to him. When he's not feeling well, he call me, I'm there for him. Yes, I don't trust him, but I help him. So, I'm saying this to you. These people cannot be trusted. They cannot be trusted with future young people. I am a young man. We are young. This is our time. This is our movement. We must seize it.
I am bet to default with President Weah on one occasion, right? He was not to publicly say what he said. But when it comes to certain issues, the president was right. If Ambassador JMB made that promise to him back then he was right. He was right to say that he don't trust Ambassador JMB. He was right. If at all Ambassador JMB told him at the time that this time
was his time,
was that time, and the sun set, so that means that that time was going. That time, the young people, there will come a time for the young people. If Ambassador JMB made that promise to him, I'm saying if, then President George Manuel Weah is right in making the statement saying that he does not trust Ambassador JMB. That is fatically clear. But let us come to the issues that you were discussing. The issue that you were discussing, why Cloud we are holding her nose.
No, if you John over that thing, why you just told you now? You finish talking, you want me to talk my own. Before me, I finish saying what's happening there. 3 things, something happening. One of them going on or both. But let me tell you something. If George Weah argument is Eddie said to her former VP that they were going sunset in closed door, and Councillor Todman, Winston Todman, who was the standard bearer 2011 for the CDC, said he understand will not go sunset because he in Razia.
Yeah.
Okay, according to George Weah own emission. Then how come these 2 people supposed to go with Eddie because her own son is already rise and is up? But these 2 people don't even rise yet. How come Joseph Walker will guarantee George Weah that my son said, but this is the same Joseph Walker that ran against him in 2017. This is the same Joseph Walker that his own former boss, in fact current boss at the time, refused to support him.
Because she was going by the promise.
No, that's not it.
I mean, what is it? Because she was going, by the promise. Because you say you know the story.
Decided not to support Joseph Walker is not because of the issue of sunset. We got a clip here. She went to, was it EABC or True FM?
No, she went to Mamadi Dakite.
May so rest in peace. And said on camera that Joe Walker was the best. In fact, Joe Walker and her have been friends, professional friends for a long time.
Yeah, she said it.
Even when Joe Walker was agriculture minister, her husband was there.
Yeah, her husband worked
on actually her husband boss. In addition to that, they were in the NGO sector. And she has since started to respect Joe Walker and his opinion from that time, not only the presidency and the vice presidency. So there are so many qualified people in the race 2017, but Joe Walker was that #1 person in terms of experience, in terms of qualification, in terms of competency, and in terms of progress continuity.
Mm-hmm.
How can that person now, and Ellie, George Weah, and Joe Walker in a meeting, Councillor Todman, all agreed to go sunset, and they may come back. So everything shall turn because she asked Joe Walker to offer her protection after winning. And Joe Walker consistently asked her, what have you done wrong? And that's what made Eddie to back off. And we saw it on camera. She went to Banga Highway, money that she and Joe Walker low for, to pave the road from Banga all the way to Joe Walker home. She carried George Weah there. She didn't stop there. Madam Sally last United Nations General Assembly speech that she delivered here, she said she was calling for generational change to martial action. that what political philosophers and motivational speakers, they always tell you, say, don't look at the label of people that commit themselves to doing something. Just watch their actions. So Madam Salih was making sure Joe Walker does not become president. Even in her inner circle further, she had told people in confidence that the only way Joe Walker will become president, when she's no more, if it happens, she will turn to men. These are her words. So this is a time now she should start buying men brief. Because she's going to turn to men. Because Liberian people have always taken action even before the event.
Yeah, that is true.
People ready to vote for Charles Taylor. In their majority, they got resolved. And that's why they say, my mind came up, I'll vote for you. They did the same thing for Ellen, they did it for George here. He should not be crying wolf. Crying wolf, excuse me. Another issue here is, AB, among all the young people, is it only Joe Weah young? Joe Weah is 56 years old, if I'm not mistaken. So only George Weah young. So when they talk about young people who go in sunset, only George Weah there. So no other young people. Then, if that is the case, Joe Weah is 56. He needs to walk out of the race and give it to Clarence Moduba. Based on the race, Clarence is the youngest person in this race.
Yeah,
and
this is the show, right?
Hold on.
Okay.
Back to you, AB.
You know, anyway, you never allow me for me to learn on our issues, but we have in our first caller here.
You say you are going to Claire Weah holding her nose because your city mayor not working good. Maybe her husband been talking plenty day feed taking NSCSO, eating better, drinking Jolo Go, going to the pastor and wasting daily oil on his hair in the name of winning election. After going to Israel and enter Jesus Christ, enter grave, and then went to River Jordan and read baptized himself, maybe he must smelling. Who knows? Or maybe his finger is wet, he allowed himself to get wet and he wore that finger the next day. Maybe it's smelling. So the father can stand it.
Okay. I'll take the first caller here. As soon as the caller leave, then I will give my opinion on that. Then we can be able to. Caller, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, this is Mr. Roberts. I'm calling from Minnesota. How are you guys today?
We are doing quite okay.
Okay. I think I've been following the show for a long while, and I've followed the show a little bit today. I just want to speak on the issues concerning President George Weah. I think you play a tape that he mentioned about he and Honorable Boyka, former vice president.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that is something that was said a long time ago. I think I said that before. That the whole agreement, the reason why Alien Boyka and former vice president had a difference, say, it was based on that agreement. Even though there is nobody can tell you what to do, nobody can control you. Everybody has their own right. He ran to become president. He want to run to become president also. That is his right, but I think that is the reason why they had issues. You understand, right? And I think I said it before. You know, most of the time when you listen to people, they think when Honorable Boyka become president, he would carry Ellen to jail. He would jail Ellen. He would jail Ellen's children. My brother, that's what father say. Mr. Boyka and Mother Ellen Johnson said it being around a long time ago. These people are close buddy. These people are friends. These people started a long time before we even thought about Ellen becoming president and Mr. Boyka becoming vice president. So all that thing when you hear people saying they would jail Ellen, no. It was because Ellen fell. What happened 2011, right? And I said it a long time before people Mr. Weah said it. There was stuff that they discussed, and we were strong members of the Unity Party. We knew all of those things. There was a time when Ellen said that the young people in the party didn't come up. You understand, right? And that was said. But again, you understand, I'm not saying this to say why the Mr. Boyka. No, he has the right. Ellen cannot decide for his life. No one should decide for anybody's life, no matter what they want. Let them go and do what they want to do, and let Mr. Boyka go and do what he want to do. I just called to clarify that what Mr. Weah said is the truth, because I got first-hand information We all were part of the Unity Party, strong member of the Unity Party, and that is a reason, that is a problem between Mr. Boyka and Miss Ellen Johnson said there is no beef between those people. There is no internal hatred. These people care about each other, but politics sometimes these things happen. I just want to clarify that.
Yeah, but before you go, so what are your contribution towards our friend Goring?
Towards
because we are, and each person call before they leave, we have to ask them to support our friend, to be able to for him to be able to buy his ticket, for him to be able to go for the elections back to Liberia. So
who's that?
Francis.
Francis, who Francis? Francis in
Francis, my co-host. Francis.
Yeah, Francis. Oh, to contribute for him to go to Liberia to what? To run the show?
No. For him to go participate in the voter process.
I mean, to educate people or to go vote?
Yeah, to educate people and to go vote. To educate people and to go vote.
So this is it, right? So this is it. For me, yeah, it would be based on, let's say, for example, though, I would want to say, maybe I might contribute based on he's going to go educate people, but I would not say going to go for it, because what if I won? Why can't he going for George Weah? I'm not going to pay his way to go vote.
Yeah, I mean, there are two things.
If you're going to go educate people how to vote,
in going to go educate people,
if you get somebody going to vote for, I'm not going to support.
No, he's going to go educate the vast majorities of the populations. That's what Francis is going for.
Oh, okay. So you're going to go educate the vast majority. Yeah, but again, right? Say you mentioned the word vote. Now, my fear yet is if he got someone he voted for, he's going to add on to that person's number. My candidate going to lose. So how am I going to do that?
No, my brother. All right, okay. Since okay. All right, okay.
We have a caller here. Properly with we got a caller here on my private line. 0716. Are you there?
Yes, it is me, Francis. I'm calling from Texas.
All right, go right ahead. Be quick. We got another caller here on the regular line.
I know, Francis. I know. You know, this whole thing about the GMB and George Weah, the young people should run the country. This is something that, Francis, I'm very allergic to dumb comments. And people who try to support dumb comments, okay? Now, all right.
So, quick question, caller. If you say dumb comments, what do you mean about that? We want our audience to understand.
I'm allergic to dumb, stupid comments. I'm just allergic to it, okay? That guy from Minnesota, he didn't even know what he's talking about. Okay? First of all, do we know the meaning of sunrise and sunset? If you use that in a phrase, sunrise, sunset, one Joseph Boga is still alive. He's not dead. He didn't say we going sunrise, or going sunset. Everybody will go sunset at some point in time.
Of course.
That is nothing to say, well, okay, I'm dying tonight, so you can take over tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And besides that, if someone is older in the home and tell a younger child, say, you know what, I want to go take a rest. Make sure you take care of your little brother there. Make sure they take the evening shower, the supper, and let them go to bed on time. But the child that you left in charge, if they're jumping all around, is that doing what you're supposed to do for your little siblings, then you gotta get up from bed, tired, to kind of straighten the best up. That's what's going on right now. Even if they said the young people should go to Liberia,
but they are young men taking dancing Bugatti dance.
Yeah, Phil Benjamin, so the old man now that's supposed to be retired, he gotta get up to come back again and put some ideas, some sense in the young people's head. So what I got talking about? No,
okay.
I guess I'm so allergic to stupid comments. My skin starts to break out while I hear people talk stupid. Okay?
Oh God. But But hold on a minute, caller, okay?
You know what? I don't turn it ready. I don't go on Facebook.
I hope you're telling that brother that okay.
Just like that. What kind of how long you stay in this country to be so stupid like that?
Okay, caller, that's very nice, but let me bring the other quote.
You hear your tuition with McDonald's or Burger King to come on here and talk something stupid like that.
All right, so I am going back to Liberia to complete the task that I started earlier this year. We did a voter registration, we mobilized our people. We asking you to help me with whatever you got to add to the PTK. My trip is scheduled not next month, but before October 10th. Because we got to raise some money for it before we can call it.
I got you. Just your WhatsApp.
David, please post the number. Please put the same number you calling on. That's the number right there. Zell and what
you for my direct line. You send your WhatsApp number to me. I will send it straight to your WhatsApp or to your cash or send with whatever. Just
send a number to him.
The number you on now, that's the number. I will send it again. Okay, my brother. Thank you.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
All right.
Good night.
All right. Thank you.
The more you're calling, then that will be okay. That will be coming on with dumb stuff.
All right, Papa. Thank you.
It making my skin to break out.
Yeah, Paul, go right ahead.
Yeah, AB, I just like the caller that just leaving the line. And you know, I mean, Francis, how are you?
Good, brother.
I said not to call until that guy from Minnesota really got into my nerves. And he's so dumb. Let me add my voice on the just in the caller. Listen, 4 persons were there. Were you there before you say you have first hand? Do you know what a first hand information is? They're telling you. Now, let's go to the fact here. If you did not go to good school, you don't understand what an idiomatic expression are. Idiomatic expression actually try to portray certain context. The speaker uses idiomatic expression to communicate in a certain way. And people that we are there did not understand that because they didn't go to good school. That is why his boss at the time, Winston Tubman, said, no, my son has not raising, so it is not going to set. Exactly. Right, so giving birth and living the word, departing the word. Furthermore, it cannot determine who's going to die and who's going to live. So she cannot determine Joseph Barker going sunset. Because she was an ignorant and does not understand anything, so she used those words, those jargon, to play on his intelligence. Good for his credit, Ambassador Winston Tubman was there and he understood what that idiomatic expression meant. So he said, my son has not risen, and is not going to set. So let us not come up with, in fact, what kind of unity party policy will come up with that dumb statement coming from that guy from Minnesota? That's so on his path. Now, when we start to the president's wife, you know, I cannot preempt, I'm not going to preempt as to whether the place had a bad odor or her husband had a bad breath or whatever the case.
Somebody got a background. That's very ugly.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think you go now, Paul. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm not going to preempt the reason why she had her nose. But, you know, when you are in an environment, your terrain should determine your future. You cannot be a second-class citizen of the first family and you demonstrate such an irresponsible action by you. Giving the position of your husband, that does not offer any decency at all. As a professional, even look, in the nursing field, even if your patient is stink or has an odor, you will never show that to your patient that there is a bad odor that coming from her or him. That is why professional ethics in a medical field, because you said she's a nurse.
Now what with her?
Right. She will not even have a spit in her mouth. She will not be, spitting. She will not be, exhibiting no kind of gesture to indicate that the person is smelling better. That is not respecting the dignity of a person.
Paul, a few seconds. Let me just ask you a simple question. Mommy, we are all human beings, bad. You want to tell me the first lady in a kind of decent blue suit or dress, the husband similar the way we're slinger or maybe dirty slinger, they may allow himself to get wet to buy the sympathy of the Liberian people to re-elect him after he visited Jesus Christ's grave in Israel and went to River Jordan. You want to tell me you want that woman to just take everything in your stomach? You know what bad order is? That woman is no longer nurse. She's no longer nurse. She's the first lady of the Republic of Liberia.
Yeah.
She is political tunity or citizen tunity. She American, she Jamaican, and she Liberian. You want her to take everything you are better job like that?
Okay, first, this is where I'm going. I'm not going to beat on the president for that. That is why when you go into a union with a person, there are so many things you consider. And because she chose as a wife, and she knew her husband had some other holding on factor constant, she should play that role of a wife and help him out. That's why we said, the Bible said, two together shall make one. Okay? So if you know that your husband had that condition, what is your role as a wife? What role have you played to ensure that you help him out of that condition?
But they're not living together. This man is living with Finabono.
No, Francis, I want to be so objective on this one. To be honest with you,
but it's objectivity. The first lady and the president not living together. That is a fact.
Not living together. Our constitution says she's the first lady, and she and her husband live together.
Our constitution is not there to talk about Finabono.
Yeah, the constitution does not know Finabono. Okay, the constitution not clear as a wife, as a first lady. Fina is not a first lady. So it's her responsibility not to just reap the benefits. But what comes with the benefit is what needs to be done. She shouldn't just be there as a leech, leeching on the president and the Liberian people wealth and enriching herself.
My man.
Okay.
There are a lot of Liberian young women will say you get a ring or get a male.
Yeah, but
you know that,
right? Whether you said that, I'm looking at the legality of the
legality. Take all that bad odor in my stomach. I hope I know so.
No, that was very disrespectful. That was very professional.
That was it responsible for cloud. Yeah. Anyway, we have another caller here.
Go back to Liberia, so you need to chip in. We are asking for your widow mind. The trip is scheduled for.
Mama, you know what I can do. So don't forget that one. We'll talk behind the zone.
Okay, thank you in advance. I got it. All right, thank you.
We have another caller here. Caller, what is your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Joseph. I call you from LA.
Joseph, go ahead.
All right. First of all, before I proceed, the way you guys can hold people on the line, it's not fair. If you have someone, if you have someone on the line talking to you, then someone is calling and then okay the person and then get you knows the person, it's not right.
Oh, sorry.
So I think you have to, maybe if you okay the call, you have to tell the person something. Either you wait on the line, someone is there. Or
okay, sorry.
Keep the silent, man.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, so I listened to the previous caller before me. We don't want to be cared that much how the president live or how the president live with the friend. That shouldn't be the issue of your topic or on your program. The worry should be what can we do or say to the president or to the government how better can be to make the people live the way they're supposed to live, or the reason for which they were elected. I think that should be a topic instead of how the president and the family are not living together. That's should be our concern. That's a private life. You understand? So we should be focusing on people's private life. Not focus on something that will better our life.
Can
All right?
I ask a caller quick question, please?
And Joseph Boakai is not going to be president anymore. You know, I understand.
What you just said? What you just said?
Joseph Boakai. I think Joseph Boakai's issue is here. Joseph Boakai is not going to be a Liberian president anymore. Maybe he can be president for a family or family here. I don't know. But to be elected on a ballot paper for president of that country, Liberia, no, it's not going to be, because Boakai has been in the territorial government or governing. I mean, no legacy.
You know why? You know why you talking? You know why you talking? You know why you talking? Joseph Boakai been in a confident. You don't even know what you're saying. You don't even know. You don't even know what you're saying.
What I'm saying is that Joseph Boakai been in the government. You understand? Joseph Boakai.
No, I don't understand.
Joseph Boakai said, "Well, no legacy." I've not seen anything that he left. That after everything, we can say, yeah, this is why he left, or this is why he did for us. Right. This is why he better, or this person is better the person's life. Okay. I don't know of source.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. So the guy is seen to be very selfish. We don't believe people's selfishness. We don't believe someone who's selfish. We believe someone who can do it for us.
Who can take the contract money and invest it in duplex or building, right?
But the guy is not the listener. You accusing somebody of investing money, but the guy not invest. But what does he have? He didn't invest, so he didn't get no accusation of investment or investing in anything. But what did he have? What did he do?
So why
what is legacy? With a 40-year government, what did he do?
Okay.
Can I ask a caller?
No, just say okay. You there?
Yeah, we have here another caller here, my brother. I'm not coming to come here, my hair. Yeah, you said Joseph Boakai will not be president for the country. You said Joseph Boakai will be. Yeah, I know. Yeah, my brother, go ahead.
Yeah, everyone, let me say hello to you. Let me say hello to my brother in studio there. Let me say thank you for the topic on discussion. I'm Maurice calling from Belgium. First of all, let me just say, because most of the time I listen to two of you, like most of the things that two of you always discuss, it's not really benefit. It's not benefit the poor in the country. It's not also benefit the country. Number one, you push, you start convincing people how you bring people on board for them to vote for Joseph Boakai, but you people don't do that. You go leave the issue and start attacking personal.
I hear you.
Maybe you need to leave the people to talk.
Francis, why?
Let the people have the interaction, interactive. If you say somebody still in government, it means they committed a crime. But you live in America, Joe Biden became senator below the age. He got to sit there and wait for the age, constitutionally required age, before he went to the U.S. Senate. 36 years, he became vice president to Barack Obama. He ran 2 times for the presidency at the Liberal Democratic Party. He did not succeed. So Joe Biden is supposed to be punished for staying long in government. Okay? So it's a crime. Number 2, if somebody work for their earnest money and they live earnest life, they also committed a crime. You see, majority of these people on kush. Majority of them on kush because they ain't really get sustained. All the homes Joe will have built for himself and built zero for Liberian people, they're fine with it. And that's why he's smelling. That's why his own wife holding her nose. I don't know how do people understand the other conversation. Just we are go to campaign, he allowed himself to get wet just to talk about Joseph Boakai. He been in government, he been president for almost 6 years. He's not campaigning on the basis of policy. He is campaigning on the basis of sunsets and sunrise. He is campaigning on the basis of insulting other people and putting casket up with his opponent photograph on it. You don't have no issue with that. But when we talk about Weah, who is a public person and eating public money, when we talk about Judge Weah, who is a president that we elected in our majority, and we pay for our public money, you say we might not talk about that, maybe talking about Joseph Walker, then you need to tell Judge Weah now when he go on the campaign trail, he should not talk about Joseph Walker, he should not talk about Cummins, he should not talk about, how they call the other old man, Temwa Gogoro. He should be speaking to the people based on what he have done for us. He have killed government auditors. He killed his own EPS officer. The 3 missing boys were abused by him. Okay? Princess Cooper was killed. He continued to steal our money and signing new loan agreement during the sunset of his presidency. Okay? So these are things all of us are supposed to talk about. But if you're talking about Joseph Walker is not a successful person because he doesn't understand what they call success, and you who are the successful person, you play football for 22 years, we didn't see you with anything else besides Weah. And you were looking malnourished. You became president before you start looking good, before Weah started looking good. Even though you're president, you still don't look good anyway, the way you should be based on your age. Based on your age, so some of you who are supposed to see the young come me and let to hold you, then we make it interactive, your own points, your own comment, everything are holding against you. Then we get to it. Because if somebody got age, it's a crime, in your opinion. If somebody works for government law, it's a crime. If somebody went to school and they went there in real time, it's a crime also. So you start calling, my people. You start calling. We're waiting for you here. Your call. Me, I will not just call you guys. How long you keep it? How long you keep it silver, I will keep you on the line. So again, folks, Mr. Kamara is in the control room tonight, okay? So I'm not able to control anything yet. But the good news is, this particular 2023 election, we're going to win it. We will rescue Liberia, and Judge Weah will be part of that rescue process. He's going to be part of the entire whole of what we're talking about. When we rescue Liberia, we will find place for him. So now you can call us on 267-938-2801, 267-938-2801. All right? Let me go to the other caller that I tried to call earlier from Grand Forks, North Dakota. I think I missed the number. Let me give them the number. All right? Folks, if you have time, you can call right. You can call right now. We're waiting for you to call. AB is right there behind the scene. Oh, what is this? Oh, man. I'm not opening my people. Look at trouble. All right, let me call on this other number. All right, folks. The number to call is 267-938-2801. Okay, we got a caller. I got to stop the other caller. Hello, caller.
Hello.
What is your name? Where are you calling us from? This sounded like a female.
I'm from the U.S. So.
Lay on us. You know, I said, I'm not continuing my sister. There are a lot of people don't understand the country they come from. Some people talking so funny things. Yeah, when we try to speak our own Liberia, you get a good get problem. You think you're American man? Your thing, I'm from England. I'm from Lower County, just so you know. If you say I'm speaking Fullerton, but you can understand Fuller. If you have something, brother, you will not even get it. Yeah, go ahead, man.
It's good to speak local
No, don't mind.
I
I will say I get time for that, sir.
we trying to communicate with the people online. I mean, on the ground. They here, we here. We just most of us just talking plenty, but we're not going down the book. The people that are casting that ballot, they need to understand what is being said.
If they try to say, I will speak Bani tonight.
So the whole thing is, I'm so sick and tired with it. For the 2 years in government argument, and I had an argument with one citizen today, and I keep having it with them. He said something like, "Oh, United Party people are so arrogant. They say, oh, when you vote for somebody else, you vote for Joseph Boakade, you're not Liberian." I said, no, that's not what it means. They mean that after seeing what Judge Weah has done to our country in a little time, like 6 years, if you can look at that and then you go and vote for him, then you don't love Liberia because you are voting for him to do what he did in 6 years to double it.
To double it, yeah.
And what will happen in the next 6 years is going to be worse than what has already happened, because if somebody was planning for a re-election and did what he did, imagine when he doesn't have to come to you anymore to ask you to vote for him. He already taken the country to be like his inheritance, that he inherited from his father, and he's more Liberian, like the Liberian people owe him something. The life he wasn't living when he was playing football, that's what he's living now. And he think only him and the Liberian people don't have any right to that, but only him and his little gang are there. Imagine when he doesn't have to come to you next time to say, vote for me again. That's the fear. It's nothing. I said, this is not about Unity Party. I'm not a Unity Partisan. This is not about Joe Boaka. Joe Boaka is the only one who has the number closest to moving.
Oh, madam. I think we stupid people.
That's why everybody should support him to do it. Where everybody else is a lone rope. It doesn't mean anything bad wrong with those people. But he's the one, and he has the experience. Like somebody said, one of the, I don't know, Malu or something. When you want to run a business and you want somebody to run your business, when you get that business with somebody with a business experience that has done this before and success in it, or you will go and take it and give it to somebody who has no experience to run it. If you won't do that, why would you want to play that game with our country? Yeah, Joseph Boaka Ben, you say, oh, what he done. So I told the guy, I said, let's agree Joseph Boaka Ben president for 42 years, because that's how you're making the argument look like. Joseph Boaka was president for 42 years and he didn't do anything. Joseph Boaka had never had a responsibility that we have right now, and he's not doing anything with it. Joseph Boaka has been a civil servant. Joseph Boaka has been vice president. Let's say he never said anything. You expected this man to call press conference every time he's advising his boss against certain things? So call press conference and like, people here, listen, so I'm telling this woman, I'm about to advise her to do this, so I want you to hear it. Because when you hear some of this thing, he never said anything. How do you know he never said anything?
They got no substantive argument. I don't even
follow
that.
How do you know he never said anything? Was he going to call a press conference to tell you that he advised his boss and be disrespectful to his boss in the public? No, you don't do that. You can't do that. And you cannot ever, you can say people, even Judge Weah government today, and the most corrupt, whatever, but they have some people in our government that are not part of what is going on. Don't you know that? And when you're going after people, you are auditing and you are investigating, not just going to go catch everybody and lock them up, say, oh, because you are in our government, that means you're corrupt too. What sense does that make? If you don't have any right, any evidence of Joe Boaka telling you anything, they just say, oh, what does he have? Look how they call it like just left the line. What do you mean, what does he have? You want to see his children driving flashy car, having 10 S6 and do all that, then it would make you happy? That make you look...
Yes, steal from them. When you steal from them, they feel happy.
Yes. Then that's a good thing. Like, the mindset, and some of these people are living in America now is sickening. That's what I told some all other countries in the world. I told somebody, I said, I can make excuse for the people that are living in Liberia because they have never traveled from there. They don't know any better. So their minds are not open, but the ones that live here, because they are fans,
they are so annoying.
and they become single fans. And they're so like they have idolized this man in a way that he doesn't everything he does. Oh, what about this stuff? Oh, they could have been at it. Say 18 for the time, people been doing bad. So if when Weah was running for president 2016 or 17, did he tell the Liberian people that this country been like this for since 1847, so I will not be able to change it? Or he told the people that he
Y'all give it to me.
change. Or he told them so I can make the change. So why y'all keep looking in the past? If everybody keep coming and looking in the past and keep saying like we're fighting the oh it's fighting like oh it been there, then who the hell's gonna fix it?
All right, my sister, thank you very much.
So it's just so speculating that people come and making all these excuses. It doesn't make any sense. When Jerry Rogers came, he never looked back. He knew Ghana had a problem. He fixed it. He never said, "Oh, but Kwame Nkrumah did this, so that why I ain't doing this." So no, you've been there for 6 years. Nobody asked you to fix everything, but at least start something or build up on what was already started by Madam.
No, he broke it down.
But
broke everything down.
You broke everything down. The country looked like we just came from the war days. They want to be making excuses for this man all the time. I mean, they have idolized him, and he's such a narcissist. This is what he likes. So, it's working for him, but I pray that our people will see it. 1 million of brand and will vote and get him out of there because it's horrible. Thank you, Franklin.
Thank you very much, my sister. Thank you.
Oh, you're not okay.
Oh no, that's all right. I understand. There was a caller here on my private phone. If you have caller, go ahead.
No caller here. So I think we are about to.
Do the people continue comfortable with you, baby?
Yeah. Maybe we are about to close right now.
Yeah, just a few seconds. Let me see what I can call him back. Don't forget my commercial.
Make your commercial now.
Okay. The person not answering. All right, folks.
70.
All right, folks. All of you watching right now, almost 200 people according to Facebook. If you want to do any immigration paperwork and visa, we're talking about American visa, they're not Canadian visa, please. Okay. Let us know. Those of you that get into the country, everything on the flyer plus more. We are doing all. Okay? You want to file for your loved one? Could be mom, it could be husband or wife. Those of you that married, give it to us so you can focus on something different. Those of you that want to do fiancé visa, we're also standing by with that too. And other services, everything about immigration and visa. The telephone numbers you see there, those are our telephone number 24/7 until we fall asleep. Give her a call so we can pick it up from there. Very affordable and easy going. It'll be back to you.
Yeah, just get your closings and now.
All right, folks. So I think we had a wonderful show tonight. It was a little bit heated up. But the fact of the matter is our country is in a political gutter. And that gutter there, we cannot allow our country to keep going in there deeper and deeper. Judge Weah is already one-term president. Evident by everything we're seeing, everything we're listening to, all of the videos. Excuse me, I got this information ever since I will share with AB, probably we'll use that tomorrow. Even though Spoon taught already what they call, I did the stuff behind the scene. Actually, I'm not going to go into the details of that. Because folks that offer all information, we have to protect their identity. So maybe tomorrow we'll talk about that. But the harm that Judge Weah have caused for our country in less than 6 years is so pervasive to a point where if we allow him go for another 6 years, like our sister said, where constitutionally he will not be allowed to come back to us to ask for another extension, I don't know what we're going to do. We the Bani people, we call it kapu kapu, meaning everybody take your own and go by your business. And that's why it is not about Joseph Walker, it's not about Alexander Kume, it's not about nobody else. It is about our nation, Liberia, and its people. And sometimes people talk, I hate to say they were just born, especially folks that live here. Democracy all over the world is about the majority. If you don't have number, you don't win, and if you don't win, you do not govern. Why people can't just follow reality? They got fine people, honest people, and credible people who want to be president. For example, Simeon Freeman, I like him. He's very practical. He's a successful businessman in Liberia, but the man has no traction in terms of numbers. Councilor Gungro a little bit around the corner. But this thing here is like Joe Biden and Donald Trump. Democratic Party here in America, all in the qualified, competent people, including the current Vice President of the United States. But everybody knew, including some of the Republicans officials, that only Joe Biden could make sure America get rescued based on his experience, based on his long service to country, based on his everything. And therefore, the Democratic Party put forward Joe Biden, and Joe Biden beat Donald Trump, popular vote, and Electoral College. So we'll do the city for Joe. We are AB Abeki. They person calling me back. Let me take them. Hello, caller. Yeah. Are you calling the show? Okay, then let me call you back. Thank you. I'll call you right back after the show, okay? Okay. So, folks, the whole CDC, Liberia, and George Weah, and Joseph Walker, Alexander Kume, Councilor Tewon Gongo, and the rest of the people, we are in the business of rescuing this country, not to go further down in the gutter or in the toilet. So please support us. We went doing the voter registration. We stayed there for the entire cycle. We are going back to climax what we started. And everybody talking about one person can't take it, two people can't take it. That's true. But we want you to come on board to support some of us that are doing this dangerous business, so that this man called George Weah and the CDC-led government can stop carrying on illegal killing, extrajudicial killing according to the U.S. government. That's all we want. Support us, chip in with your weight mind to add to my plane ticket. We say pay the bills here. Just add to my plane ticket. The cash out and Z numbers, everything the same number, 267-648-8012. 267-648-8012. And AB, before you close, I beg you, please pin the number, because you should have done that ever since. Thank you.
Yeah. You know, Francis, this appealing here to our people, we're just starting it today. They're appealing here will get the willing man. Starting from tomorrow, when you call on the show, you gotta be able to tell how much you're contributing. That will be the new way forward, because Larampo, you have to force it out of them. You have to ask them, you know, with force. You're asking them at the same time, you got to be taking it with force. You know, so my people, all we are saying help us. So our friend and brother Francis Kangoma Duno can be able to go to Liberia to go protect that vote. And that vote there in District number 10, Kangoma do not have to go protect it. Yep. The mayor don't need any other training. The guy is a trained supers. He understands the dialectics. This guy understands to disappear and to reappear. So Francis don't need no training. He the one will be training people. So we are asking you.
I serve Unity Party Pool Washer Supervisor 2005.
Ah, you see?
Jumbertown area.
So we are sincerely appealing to you for you to please give your word of mouth. For you to please give your word of mouth so that our friend and brother can go protect our votes. What must you do? Let us say bye-bye for you for now. Bye-bye.
Rescue Nation will win. Back up.